Okay. So, okay. So let's see what is SAS first. SAS is a statistical software. So in your graduation, in your school days, you would have learned mathematics, right? So statistics is part of a mathematics. So SAS is a software you can use for a data analysis purpose or a data statistical analysis purpose. In your school, you would have learned mean, median, standard deviation, right? So for that, if you want to do analysis, you can use the SAS software. In pharma company, currently most of the pharma companies use SAS software for the data analysis purpose. They collect the data from the participants and then they do the analysis using SAS software. Okay. So not only in pharma company they use SaaS, they also use in banking sectors and insurance and finance companies. So these are all the sectors where they use the SaaS software. Okay. So in SaaS we have different modules. First we will start with the basic SaaS. We will see how to the syntax for the SAS, how to read the Excel file in SAS, any text document, how to read it in SAS, and then we will see the basic concepts like for loop and the basic analysis we will start. And then we will go to advanced topic maybe after 1 month or 45 days after that, we will go to the advanced topic. Okay. And then as part of the advanced course, we will cover see this concept. This is related to the clinical trial standards. So this is a theoretical part. It's not a programmatic concept. So you will have a lot of theories. So while writing a SAS code, you have to follow these guidelines. See this STDM Adam. So this is only for clinical trial purpose. Okay. Okay. So first we will start with the SAS syntax. Okay. Uh, so when you are writing, so when you are writing a SAS code, you need to follow certain rules. Okay. If you don't follow this rule, you will end up in getting error. Okay. So if you want to write a SAS code, you should be aware of this SAS syntax. Okay. Please listen to this. I have few questions after that. Okay. So please listen to that carefully. So whenever you are writing a SAS code, okay, I will give some example. Okay. So when I am writing simple SAS code, A equal to B plus C, you can't simply start the SAS program like that. Okay. So whenever you are start writing a SAS code, it should always start with the keyword data. Okay. Or proc. Okay, so whenever you are started writing a SAS code, it should either start with data or proc. Okay, data is simply for when you are, want to read some Excel file or basic analysis, you will use data. But when you want to do some advanced analysis, you will use proc. Okay, so the SAS line always should start with data or proc. Okay, if it doesn't start, it will throw a error. Okay, and also in SAS, every statement ends with the semicolon. Okay, that means when you are using first line data and then I'm giving output name, my first code. Okay, then after the end of this first line, it should end with the semicolon. Okay, so in SAS, every line we will call it as a statement, line or statement, whichever word you want to use, you can call it as line or statement. Okay, every line or statement should end with the semicolon. Okay, sorry. So the first one is SAS code should start with either data or proc and then every line in SAS code should end with the semicolon. Okay. And then, okay, then when you are using data proc run, okay, these are all the keywords, standard keywords. It should be case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive means you can use capital letter, okay, and you can use small letter. SAS won't give any error. Okay, only for keywords, data, proc. Okay, you can use the capital letter or small letters. Okay, sorry. So keywords are not case sensitive. Okay, but there is one issue. Okay, when you are saying name equal to Jeny, okay, and in another place you are telling name Jeny, then it will throw error. Okay, so when you are giving a variable name, okay, capital N, small n, these are all called variable name. Okay, so when you are using variable name, it should be both the places you have to use the same case. Okay, if you are using n here also you have to use n. Okay, only for variable it is case sensitive. Okay, otherwise keywords and all, proc, data, these are all keywords. Okay, these are all not case sensitive. You can use p capitals, small, but when you are using variable, okay, like character variable, numerical variable, okay, that should be case sensitive. Okay, if you are using height equal to 50, in other place also you have to use this same case. First h is capital, here also h is capital, so same case you have to use. Okay, so keywords are not case sensitive, but variable names and values are case sensitive. Okay, and program must end with the run or quit. Okay, so when the first line should start with data or proc. Okay, and all the SAS code should end with the statement called run. Okay, so SAS code should start with data or proc and it should end with the statement called run. Okay, so the first line should be data or proc, and then every line should end with the semicolon. Okay, and the variable name should be case sensitive, but keywords are not case sensitive. And all the SAS code should end with the all the SAS code should end with the run statement. Okay, so data, proc, run. These are all things you have to remember. All the SAS code should start with data or proc and should end with the run. And then the keywords can be case sensitive, need not to be case sensitive, but variables and values need to be case sensitive. If variables you are using a capital letter, in other place also you have to use the capital letter. Okay, so please remember this. Okay, okay. Now I have a questions. Whoever knows the answer, please put it in a chat. Okay, if you know the answer, put it in a chat. Okay, which of the following can a SAS program begin with? Okay, SAS code should start with either data step, proc, or either data or proc step or input statement. If you know the answer, put the answer in a chat. Okay. You mean proc? Okay. Only proc, or it also include another one? Okay. 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 So SAS code can start with either data or proc step. Okay. Very good. Whoever answers told a correct answer. Perfect. So SAS code should always start with either data or proc step. Okay. Okay. Now, what must every SAS statement or SAS line end with? Colon or period or semicolon or comma? Okay. C. Super, perfect. So all the SAS code should end with the semicolon. Okay, perfect. Okay. So now, so in SAS, the variable drug equal to aspirin is different from drug equal to small d, here capital D. Okay. Equal to aspirin. Okay. So here they are using D capital, A capital, and here they are using A small letter. Okay. So read the option. SAS doesn't support the character values. Variable values are case sensitive. Keywords are case sensitive. Semicolons are missing. If you know the answer, put it in a chat. Okay. The answer is Suman Swati. Answer is B. Okay. Variable values are case sensitive. Okay. Suman, you told D. D is not applicable. Here, just they are giving an example. Here they didn't mention semicolon, but that is fine. Okay. Just for example, they are saying. But the correct one is variable values are case sensitive. Okay. Perfect. Okay. To properly execute a SAS step, which statement must be used? Okay. That means at the end of SAS code, what statement should come? Okay. B, Swati. Okay, perfect. Yeah. All the SAS code should end with run or quit. Okay. Either you can use run or quit, but you can use run. Okay, perfect. So all the SAS code should start with the data or prop and end with the run statement. Okay, perfect. Okay. So now we will go to another topic. Okay. So in SAS, there are two variable types. Okay. Data types. One is numerical data type. Another is a character. Okay. I will go to next slide. We will see another data type. Numerical data type means the values will be numbers. Okay. And use for a calculation, statistical analysis. Okay, even dates in SAS are stored as numeric value. That is fine. Okay, we will see the example. So age is a numerical variable where the values are numbers. Okay. So whenever your variable has the numbers as a value, that is called numerical data type. Okay. Here dose mg equal to 100.5. 100.5 is a number, right? So it is a numerical data type. Date, visit date in SAS, date is considered as a number. Okay. So this is also numerical variable. So whenever some variable has the numbers, we will call it as a numerical data type. Okay. Another data type is character. Whenever your variable has a value, new character or alphabets or mixed of alphabets and characters, we will call it as a character or string variable. Okay. So patient ID, it has a combination of alphabets and digits. So we will call it as a character data type. Drug code, it is the combination of alphabets and numbers. This is also a character. And gender, it has only alphabet. So this is also a character. Okay. So two data type, one is numeric data type where the variable values are numbers, and in characters, it can be the only alphabets or combinations of alphabets and numbers. Okay. Okay. So another data type is SAS date. Okay. So generally in SAS, how date will be look like is, for example, January. Okay, I will tell one example. Okay. In SAS, if you are giving 01 Jan 1960, okay. In SAS, if you are using this date, it will be stored as 1. Okay. If you are using 02 Jan 1960, the date will be stored as 2. Okay. If you are using 03 Jan 1960, the date will be stored as 3. Okay. In a numerical value. Okay. So the date and time values are stored numerically. Okay. Since midnight or since Jan 1, 1960. For example, if your date is 01 Jan 2025, the date is stored as 23,741. Okay. So in SAS, date is also one numerical value. Okay. Okay. Now I have some questions. Okay. Please identify which is the numerical variable here. Okay. So there are four options are there. Okay. So B, perfect. Okay. B 45. Perfect. Super. Yeah. Age equal to 45. It is a numerical variable. Okay. Okay. So in how dates are stored in SAS. Okay. Read this option and tell me which is the correct one. So in SAS, how dates are stored. Okay. Yeah, Swati, you are correct. The SAS in dates are stored as a numerical value. If it has 01 Jan 1960, it will be stored as 1. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. So if drug code equal to ABX 100, which SAS data type is this? So what is the data type? B. Yeah, perfect. Correct. It is a character data type. Okay. Because it is a combination of alphabets and numbers. Okay. 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 This is fine. Okay. So now we have seen about the data types. Okay. So these are all basic topics. So it will be very simple. But from next session onwards, you will have little more than basic topic. So don't think this is only SAS. This is just an introduction session. I will cover all the basic topics now. Okay. So in SAS, in SAS code, we will also use the operators. Okay. Operators, there are three types. One is the arithmetic operators. So when you want to do addition, you will use the plus symbol. When you want to do subtraction, you will use the minus. When you want to do multiplication, you will use the this star. And then when you want to do division, you will use this slash. And comparison, there is comparison equal to lesser than greater than lesser than equal to greater than equal to logical and or not. Okay, we will see uh, arithmetic operator plus subtraction. These are all basic things. Comparison also, it is straightforward. Okay, equal to lesser than one lesser than two. Okay, so in your daily life, you would be using arithmetic and comparison, right? So we need in SAS code also you will use the same symbol for arithmetic operations. Okay. Now we will see for the logical operators. Okay. We will see what is logical operators. Okay. 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 We will see in logical operators, it will combine multiple conditions. Okay. Okay. In AND, both the conditions should be true. Okay. In OR, the one of the conditions should be true. And in NOT, it is opposite. Okay. We will see with the examples. Okay. See, in AND operator, okay, the one is elderly and idols. Okay. Okay. I will give one example. So one subject is coming to clinical trial. Okay. And his age is 60, 80 years old. Okay. And then his gender is male. Okay. Okay. So we are saying if age is greater than 60 and gender equal to male, then participants will be included in the trial. Okay. Okay. So here there are two conditions. Okay. One is age greater than 60 and another is gender equal to male. Okay. Okay. So here there are two conditions. One is if age greater than 60 or if gender equal to male. Okay. And means if both the conditions are true, then participants will be selected. Okay. So age greater than 60 should be also true. Gender equal to male also should be true. So in AND operator, both the conditions should be true. Okay. But here, if you see here, the subject age equal to 80, gender equal to male. Okay. So age greater than 60 is also true. Gender equal to male. So then the participants will be included in the trial. Okay. So, but if there is but if age is lesser than okay, suppose I am using if age is lesser than 60 and gender equal to male, the first condition became false, right? So then the participants will not be included in the trial. Okay. So if both the conditions should be true, then we will use AND operator. Okay. So in AND operator, both the conditions should be true. Okay. There is one more operator called OR operator. Okay. Okay. The second operator name is OR operator. In OR operator, only one condition should be true. Okay. So, so if gender equal to male or uh, okay, and uh, okay, cardiac disease. No. Okay. Then the participants will be included in the trial. Okay. So when you are using R, either one of the conditions should be true. Okay. So in AND, both the conditions should be true. In OR, either one of the conditions should be true. Either he should be a male, otherwise he should not have any cardiac disease history. Okay. But in AND operator, both the conditions should be met. Okay. Age also greater than 60, gender equal to male. Okay. Okay. So we have seen AND operator. AND means both the conditions should met. OR means one of the conditions should met. Okay, there is one final operator called NOT. Okay. 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 So NOT is very easy. A little bit, it may confuse you, but I will explain it in a simple. Okay. So Okay, so here gender equal to male. One participant is coming, his gender is male. Okay, so we are saying if gender equal to female, this condition is false, right? Because the participant is a male participant. Okay, so if gender equal to female, then it will become false condition, right? If gender equal to female, then obviously it will become a false. Okay, but when you use not operator here, what it will do is it will become true. Okay, so when your condition is using false and then you are using a not operator, then it became a true. Okay, similarly in opposite way, uh, if gender equal to male, it's a true condition, right? But when you are using not here, true became false. Okay. Okay. So not is we will see one example. Okay. So not means returns true if the condition is not true, returns false if the condition is not false. Okay, so it is just opposite. If you give not false, it will become a true. If you give not true, it will become a false. Okay, so and means both the conditions should be true. Okay, or means only either one of the conditions should be true. Okay, not means whatever condition is true or false, if you use not, it will become opposite. Okay. Okay. It may be little tricky initially, but once you start writing the code, it will be easy for you. Okay. So and means both the conditions should be true. Okay, then only code will be executed. Or means only either one of the conditions should be true. Okay. Not means if when your condition is false and you are using not operator, it will become true. And when your condition is true and then you are using not operator, it will become false. Okay. Okay. So now I have a question. Okay. Okay. A patient is flagged as a critical. Okay. So he is a critical subject. Okay. If age is greater than 65 and dose mg is greater than 100. Okay. So what it means saying is if patient age is greater than 65 and dose mg is greater than 100, the patient should be flagged as a critical. Okay. So this is our condition. Okay. If the age is greater than 65 and dose mg is greater than 100, he will be flagged as a critical. Okay. Now actual patient age is 70 and dose is 120. Now, what SAS will do, tell me. Read the option, read the question, and tell me how this will be executed. Okay, whether the patient is considered critical or he is not considered critical or something is missing or error. Okay. So, Suman is saying B. Okay, critical. Okay, super. Yeah, super. B. Both of you are correct. Perfect. So his age is 70 greater than 65. So this condition is also true. Dose mg is also greater than 100, 120. Actual dose is 120 greater than. So both the conditions are true. If both the conditions are true, patient will be flagged as a critical. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, which logical operator ensure that both the condition must be true for a patient to qualify? whether or not or and or XOR. Okay, C and yeah, perfect. It is correct. And for and operator, both the conditions should be true. Okay. 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 If age greater than 65 and dose mg equal greater than 100, then risk equal to 80. Okay. Risk equal to I. The patient age equal to 70, dose equal to 80. What is the risk? Okay. Tell me the answer. Yeah, D is the correct answer. Okay, because there is no condition saying risk equal to low or nothing. Okay, so it will throw a error only if this condition met, risk equal to I. Otherwise, we don't have any other conditions here. Okay, so D is the correct answer. It will throw a error only if the dose is greater than 100. He will be considered as 100, I level risk. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we will see the topic about SAS on demand. I hope everyone has installed the SAS on demand. Okay, okay. Let me know if any one of you. Okay, just a minute. I will use my laptop charger. Okay. If anybody doesn't install SAS on demand, let me know. If everyone install, okay. Swati, you does. Okay, I will help you in installing. Okay. Okay. So first for SAS on demand, I have included I've already sent the registration step in WhatsApp. Okay. But anyway, I will tell once again.
So, can this be used on the iPad or it should be used on the laptop itself?
It can be used in iPad. You mean iPad? Yeah, it can be used. I haven't
Okay.
tried, but I think I can. You can use it.
Because I've registered and all of that, so have my email as well as password. So, if I can try in the
Yeah,
iPad
yeah,
setting and see. Okay.
it will work, I guess. Yeah. So first, you have to create. You have to go to SAS profile. You have to create a SAS profile, and then once you register, you will get a email confirmation. Okay. And once you get a email confirmation, your password and email ID and password will be created. And then you can go to SAS on DIM and login page. Okay. Sorry, later. Okay, so We will see the SAS on demand for 5 to 10 minutes. After that, we will close the session. We can continue on Friday and Saturday, or sorry, Sunday class. Okay. So once you entered into SAS on demand, it will take to this page. Okay. Okay. So there will be called server files and folder. So you can store your code or you can store your output in this location. Okay, server files and folder. So in SAS, if you want to read any file, first you have to upload the file here and then you have to read it. Okay. So in this is the web version. Okay, so you cannot read the data from your C drive or D drive. Only way to do is you have to upload the Excel file or PDF file, any file here, and then you have to read it from the SAS. Okay. Only if you have a SAS original version, you can read the data from C drive or D drive. Otherwise, you have to upload the document here and then you have to do the analysis. Okay. Okay. And there is one more important thing called libraries. Okay. So this is the another important thing. There are two types of library. One is permanent library and another is temporary library. Okay. So the temporary library name is called work. Okay. So in SAS, when you are writing code, all your output will be stored in the work library. So work library is a temporary library. Okay, I will show you one example. Okay, so once you return the code, your output will be stored in this temporary library. And then suppose if you close this tab and if you after that, after 1 or 2 hours, if you open the same SAS Studio, the output will not be here. Okay, so any output stored in this temporary library will not be stored permanently. Okay, if you want to store permanently, you have to store it in other libraries. Work is a temporary library, so your code by default it will store it in a temporary library. Okay, maybe I will use one code and then yeah. So if you want to write a code, what you have to do is here there is a setting button icon, right? Click here and then click SAS program. Okay, I will repeat once again. So here left side there is one setting icon, right? Click that and then open SAS program. Okay, so here only you have to write the code. Okay, so the as I mentioned, SAS should always start with the data. Okay, and then you have to give the output name. Okay, output name I'm giving my first practice, and then I am giving a equal to 5. Okay, and then run. Okay. So my SAS code is started with the data step, and this is my output name. And then I'm assigning a value to variable A, and then I'm run at last run statement is there. Okay. If there is any error, it will show it here. Okay. For example, if I'm not using any semicolon here, this is the run button. Okay. So I'm not using a semicolon here. If you click run button, it will show a error. Okay. So all the SAS code should end with the semicolon, all the line. Okay. If you if you have any error, it will show it in the error tab. Okay, log tab. So code tab is for writing a code. Log, if there is any error or warning, it will be shown here. Okay. So for example, as I mentioned, if you don't include semicolon, it will throw a error. And by seeing this, you can find where the error is. Okay. So now my code, I have written a code and the output will be stored in the name of my practice. Okay. So once the code is executed, the output will be stored in the work library. Okay. So see here my first practice. Okay, A equal to 5. So once the code is written, your output will be stored in the temporary library. Okay. And then after that, if you close this SAS tab, if you close this browser, and then if you open again, this output will not be there. Okay. So this is the temporary library. But if you want to store this in some other library, you can store it in other libraries. It will be there. Okay. But by default, the SAS output will be stored in the work library for temporary library. Okay. So if you want to write a code, what you can do, you have to go to server files and folder, and then there will be a setting icon. And then you can click SAS program. Okay. And then okay, the tab will open, and then you can write the code. Okay. If you want to save the code, there will be save as button. Okay. You can click the save as button, and then you can choose the files here, and then you can save the code here. Okay. I will my first code. Okay, so I have saved the code under files SAS user 9.4, and I have saved my code here. Okay, my first code. Yeah. Okay, anytime you can open this. Okay, so this is the SAS interface. If you want to write a code, you can go to SAS program, and then you can write a code in the SAS tab. Okay. Log, it will show any error or warning. Result will show the output. Okay. And once you return the code, your code will be stored in the library, temporary library, work library. Okay. So this is the SAS web version. Okay. For this, you need not to install anything. But if you want to install SAS, you have to install original version. It will cost you a lot. So only pharma companies or any companies, they use the original versions. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to buy, it will be like 2 lakhs, 1.5 lakhs like that. So better you can use the SAS online version, this one, and then you can practice a code here. Okay. But same in web version also, the code is same, and in the local version also same. The code will be same. Okay. So that's all from me. Today's topic, we will keep it basic, but from next week, we will start working on the assignment. So the next week, we will see how to read the Excel file, and we will see about the data step in details. Okay. So in next class, we will see about data step and how to read a Excel file in SAS. And then we will have one assignment at the end of this week. Okay. So I will give 7 days time to complete that assignment. So every assignment will be counted for getting the certificate. You have to complete all the assignments and project to get the certificate. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we can close the session for now. Okay.
So I have registered this thing,
Oh, okay.
and the PDF that you had sent, I've done it till 18th step. So the
Okay.
SAS Studio launch thing has opened up.
Okay.
And now the next it says additional references where it says go to the courses tab thing. So what do I do in this? Like just leave
If
it
you
here.
if you open, can you share the screen and let me know?
It's on my laptop. I'm attending through iPad.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me once again, what step you are exactly at?
18th step of the PDF that you had sent.
Okay, And what it is saying, that 18 printed?
In the PDF it says that additional references. So the first one, it says in the following figure, the courses
Mm.
tab is selected. So when I press the
Okay.
course tab, it says you have no courses at this time. So should I leave it there, or
Yeah, you
some
want to take
enrollment?
any course or anything? Because you know about this link, right? The SAS on demand for
Yeah,
academics.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe I will sign out and show you once again. Okay. So once you click sign in, what page it is taking you to? This is
This
taking it,
itself. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
and the login is working. After you log in, where
Yes.
it is taking to you?
It comes to this SAS Studio thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are three things are there. Okay. One is SAS course. And
Mm.
did you click launch button?
No, no, because it wasn't written in the step, so I didn't know what to do after this now.
Okay, okay. But if you want to use launch, you have to
Mm.
click launch button to use the
Okay,
SAS code. Okay. But if
okay,
you want to take his course, you can take course also here, free SAS
mm,
certificates and all.
okay.
Okay.
So, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that is, it's just an additional references. It's not nothing related to
Yeah, yeah.
what I have to
Yeah.
do now. Okay. So
Correct,
I've
correct.
registered, and every time I have to use SAS now, I have to just press launch after
Correct.
registering.
Yeah,
Oh,
perfect. Yeah.
okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know if you face any difficulties further. I can help you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Anybody has any other questions, or we will close for now? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, you can contact me in WhatsApp also. Okay. Feel free to ask questions. We will see you on Sunday. Next class will be on Sunday. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah, I can.
you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you so
Like
much.
this session's recording, can we get it?
Yeah, yeah. Samriti will share the recording session in WhatsApp group.
Like after every class, will we get the recordings in the group, or we can-
Yeah, yeah, you will get for every session now. It may take
okay,
1 or 2 or 3 days, maybe, I guess.
okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.